Angels, Los Angeles, California. Well, the first month of the season has flown by, and we are on to October. We've got a captivating matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season. Tried to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. First down.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 6 yards away. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get.
that's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game, and now the regular season success needs to carry over into the postseason.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Omarion Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out pretty well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
24 yards a gain there, another 1st down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Yeah, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Dicker on for the Chargers field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll start this drive out of the ground. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
That's what burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a second and 8. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them.
They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Herbert now. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So he'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped it.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. That is caught. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets into the 11. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and 9. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle here to Brown. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this out to the 29. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out for first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense.
Here's Herbert. Short throw to Dissly. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. In motion right comes Allen. That's complete. It's Loud McConkey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Got that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Hampton. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
He's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Ladd McConkey from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
A spectacular return of 96 yards. Great blocking in front of him on special teams as well as he takes it to the end zone. Let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Chargers ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
On the globe, got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to Hampton on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll get this to the 32.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. To the air goes Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
At the 2-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.